Hello, hello, hello. We're streaming later today than usual, about 2 hours. Hello, hello. I'm saving replay files, so how did the test run go? Oh, we're gonna talk about that in a second. Hello, Rachel, welcome in. Hello, Konstantin, welcome in. There's a couple of things that I did note down. Uh, ready for a stream? So am I. So am I. Hello, Alyssa, welcome in. That's a good picture. That's a good picture. Like it. Um. Okay, I'm still waiting for the replay file to come. Okay, should be fine. Hello, Canal Bulan. Canal Bulan. Is that how you pronounce it? Okay, let me get outside of the dungeon real quick. Set myself into creative mode. Right. So, dungeon runs. I literally just finished a run with I always have to double check their name spelling. Um, but I have screenshots that I can show of them running the dungeon. Uh, open link. Nope. Open link. There we go. There we go. Look at them. They're running the dungeon. They're actually. It took them about an hour, which um is more than I expected it to take, and also it's probably going to take longer for people who are actually running it for the first time. Um, which is fine, but they did tell Uber did give me an idea of how we can speed things up, plus some other ideas that they uh, would add to the dungeon. Right, a couple of those. Um, I bought the Google TV thing yesterday. Good, use it. A couple of those additions, these are not bugs that are in the systems. I'll work on those on my own time. But a couple of things that I wanted to talk to you about that we can add or change to the dungeon is adding trash cans so that they can get rid of access carrots, access um, bricks, access whatever, right? Um, which is something that I thought I was a good idea, but I still need to figure out how to do it. So that's one thing, and then we also talked about more direction, adding a little more, adding some more hints as to in what direction they have to go, which is also something that we might add. What else? A clipboard. He talked about adding clipboards so that people can take notes while they're running the dungeon. Right? They can write down codes. They can write down colors. They can write down anything basically. Um, and they also told me that I should light up the colors of the combination lock, which I understand. So if we go in here, right, there we go. This is gonna spawn zombies because I mean we are, but you can't really tell that this is yellow. Definitely if you're like standing right here. So we should have like either we put the indicator block. Oh, damn it! I just broke. Okay, either we put it up there, which is not what I want to do because it's too obvious. Or we need to either pick a lighter block or a block that we can light up. I did have the idea of let me fix this real quick. I need you. Could you use a frog light? I could. I could probably use a frog light. Are there? There's not 4 frog lights, right? Because I need 4. I think there's only 3 frog lights, if I'm correct. Where's yellow? You're yellow. So from there's 3 frog lights. Yeah, I need 4. What do you need the colors for? Those are the indicators of which number. So these are basically clues for this combination lock, right? And these are indicated with colors. So if I go down here, you see the combination. It's indicated with colors. And so every color, every clue in the dungeon has a color back on the back of it. What I did have an idea for is if I, instead of using a full block, we could try and use like a panel which would let light through. So if I did that, would that be better? Not really. Not really. How about a copycat trapdoor and light behind it? Yeah, that's the problem. Is that needs to be an indicator as well, because it's important. Also, I put in the wrong number. Should be that one. I think. Wait, what is it? That one? Yeah, it is that one. Should be that one. Wait. How are they getting through? How are you getting through? Never mind. I'm gonna turn off the spawner real quick. Hello, Tammy. Welcome in. Oh, we've got lottery numbers. Give me a second. I want to fix this first, and then I'll look at your lottery numbers. Okay. So we have 21, 10, 49, 36, and 69. 21, that's the same. But yeah, for the rest you're wrong. You only got 1. Can show you though. There you go. Hello, Shelby. Welcome in. So we need to figure out a way. Just say hello. Oh, Tammy, you're good. This is gonna be a short stream either way, so. Yeah, I want to figure out a way to give these. Is there is only 1 lottery per stream total? Is there? Did I make that mistake? Platforms, channel points. Lottery. Oh, my bad. There you go. Should be fixed now. Should be fixed now. Yeah, the only thing I could think of is we change this block. Is there a copycat block that gives off light? A ghost block? Probably not. Box? No. Not really. Yeah, this is. I don't know how I would light these up. How I would give them a like a light behind them. Because I think it's only that one that's the problem. Because the rest is quite visible because you're standing right in front of them. So either we just move it and just don't have it up as high. That's also an option. You can like have this. Let's see. What else? Hello, Anna. You could have it like eye level or like almost eye level instead of having it to up there. I'll think about it. I can change it tomorrow if I need to. Because tomorrow I have somebody else that's running the dungeon. So I want to make the changes before we start. Then there's the action. How is it? The dungeon's great. I expected a way longer list of things that I needed to change or fix, but that's not the case. So we're doing pretty good. Does die work on the number thing? I forgot what it's called. Yes, but it's not as visible as you would think it is. Like, the colors are not that clear. Let's say I take some yellow dye, or at least that's what I remember. And if we take some yellow dye, these zombies will just stay here. Right? It's not obvious that that's... Right? It's not too obvious that it's a... Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. Glowing sacks? I don't think they do. Yeah, they don't interact with Nixie 2. I might just change the colors of them. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I need to figure out a way to do trash cans first. So my idea was gonna be let's make up a mock-up. Yellow does look. We can change it then. You know what I'll do? I'll change the colors of them for tomorrow's run, and see if the person who does it tomorrow sees a difference. I've got one more run tomorrow and then another one on Monday. So, yeah. So my idea was going to be for trash cans, because I want to make it obvious that it's a trash can, is to do this, right? So person comes up, they drop in their items, and then I would have a chute underneath it. That's the plan, basically. Now the problem with that is if they throw away their sword or their shield or whatever loot they get to keep, right? That's going to be a problem. Because there's certain items you only get one from. So I think it'd be good to have a filter on here and just not allow swords, not allow. So we do a list filter. We'll do carrot, right? It's carrots you can throw away. You got plenty of carrots. Snowballs, the same thing. You get plenty of snowballs. Apples as well. Bricks, you get plenty of brick. Get plenty of these. What else? What else? What else? Arrows as well. Arrow, rotten flesh. Bones and string as well. Easier to do blacklist and whitelist. I want to do whitelist because I don't want to make the mistake of adding the potions to the blacklist or forgetting to add the potions. Because if I add different potions in here, I just don't want to bother. I mean, leather armor, sure, but I don't think. I mean, if they want to use the armor, they can. That's fine. That's just getting lucky. Iron, potatoes. I don't think they dropped rotten potatoes. Oh, that's also something that I need to change. I need to change the filter on the main boss to a poppy instead of an iron ingot, because Uh, zombies drop iron. I forgot about that. So this needs to become a poppy. Also need to make this guy a lot taller because we did get stuck. Because we did get stuck. Okay, let's do that. Boom. Right. So that's gonna be better. Maybe we don't do 4 though. Yes. Okay. So iron's fixed, or this is fixed. I'm going down the list. Fire charges are my favorite bad feature. I like fire charges though. There's a use for them. So technically, let's say I go through the dungeon, I pick up a practice sword, for instance. You can use fire charges. You can fire them with dispensers. You can't throw fire. Yeah, okay, that does make sense. That okay, get it. I get you. I get you. I got you. That's true. So let's say we've got a couple of carrots, a couple of these, couple of those, and then we want to do. Okay, that's good. That's what we want. And these got picked up immediately. Okay. That's good. And then we can filter all these into a vault and send it to wherever we want it to be, really. So now we need to figure out where we're going to post these. Where we're going to place these. I kind of want to place one in each wing. So I kind of already decided on putting one over here, because that's like an empty corner. We can put one over here, again, empty corner. That's something we'll have to be careful of as well. Poppies will grow because of because you know it happens. We can put one over here as like trash can right there before they end up in one of the boss fights. Hey, Mister. Then I kind of it's either here or down here. I feel like this corner begs for a trash can. But I also have tutorial for the blocks in the entrance. I'm probably gonna make like a an A4 paper that says what you can and can break. I don't know. Seems the most logical way to do it. Why are you using plants instead of flower? Wait, why are you using poppies instead of a flower other than bone meal ones? Because iron golems drop poppies. And they don't drop any other flowers. Hey, X, how are we? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Just thinking, did I get all of them? So first of all, let me say this: I want to thank Notecraft a lot because they're allowing me to do this on one of their machines. Like I've got an entire server to for my own for testing purposes. So lovely people, honestly. I'm just gonna, when I'm done testing, I'm just gonna grab a Lightmanica copy of this file, right? Of this version of the dungeon, and just paste it over the what I have on the server. And I'm gonna change what I added. I'm just gonna go and change whatever I added to the dungeon. We can have one in here as well. Oh, we've got a subscriber. No, this is too full. Let's see. Who was it? Rachel for 2 months. Whoop whoop. 2 months. There you go. Rachel, thank you for the sub. Thank you for the sub. Another subscriber. Also, lottery numbers for James. James, can you pull up the lottery numbers real pretty please? You've got 12, 60, 8, 12, 53. Those are your lottery numbers. So you didn't win. And another, oh, gift sub again from Rachel. Rachel, you're too nice. You're too nice. Thank you for the 5 gifted. Life's too short to waste time hating anyone. Belantra, you better follow this one. That's a real one. Life is too short to spend it on hating anyone. That's a good one. Issue good fortune right there. Okay. I don't know whose birthday it is, but it's bound to be somebody's birthday. Also, what are we thinking about this? Right? People come down with the elevator. Boom. We like it? Do we not like it? Time to switch to Twitch. Yeah. Dude, I actually really like this room. The way it it came out. Okay. Let's do you, and then we need to figure out some faults maybe. Or maybe double chest. I'll do faults. Where did I put it? I put it over here. It's good. Filter, and then we can add a frog over here. You made a suspicious man behind the courtroom. Did I? Did I? That's a good question. Of course, it's too far away. I think we... No, it can't be too far away. These guys are up here. Okay, I'll... oh, I need to change... create... Config... Gameplay settings... Logistics... port is set to 16, I think, on the server. Save. Confirm. Yeah. And then we need to tell this to return it to... Where the shines, please. Sign. And then we return this to... eggs. What did I call it? Did I call it dungeon return? Yes. the good thing about this is going to be a real quick because we've already got um, all the stuff in place, right? Like we've got all the networks and stuff in place, so now we can just add stuff to it. But I should be able to grab a carrot and then we need to figure out how to send it off though. Carrots in here. Do we just put a timer on it? No, I don't want to put a timer on it. Let's just do observer, or let's just do a threshold switch. Anything that's higher than what, 1 or 2. Threshold switch. Let's do, if it's more than 30 items, you can activate this guy. And then we can just do, we can do this the smart way. Boom. Then we need our redstone blocks, which are those guys. So now it's not gonna send everything at, all at once, or like even if you just throw in 1 carrot, it's not gonna send it immediately. It's gonna pick it up though. Shouldn't be picking up the sword, which is good. We like that. But it does pick up carrots, and now it's off to the races. Good. Then we can put up our trash can lids, and that's gonna be our trash can. I like. That's good. I like the trash can look. What else do I have on the list? So trash cans, I'm gonna color that red because those are done now. They did ask for more snowballs, so we should add another pot with snowballs. Although it's very orangey, but we can change this one to snowballs as well. One of these with food in it. Maybe that one. How easy would it be to get? Because we need to think about the underneath as well. That one's not really gonna work out. Do we not have one in the corner over here? We could do this one. This one gets reposted. We just need to add a, not a dispenser, but a dropper. Dropper. Now I need to get back out here. It's me, Anna from YouTube. Hello, Anna from YouTube. How are you doing? Let's do that. Boom, boom. Chest. Rock board. I think I only have 1 snowball, right? Yeah. Snowball. Where's my snowball frog? Snowball 1, okay. That. I don't want them next to each other. I want people to have to move to get to extra snowballs. Is that not linked up now? It's not. Okay. A subscription. from the Odium Witch. Oh, it's from Anna. Thank you for the sub, Anna. Thank you for the sub. I'll put it in the jar with the rest of the people. We're getting quite a stack of people in here. It's surprising. I didn't expect it to be. Okay. Why do we not want to connect? Now we are connected. We do that. We set you. Oh, we call you eggs. Oh, eggs. Snowball 2. And we say 1 stack in the chest. Wait, did I hook? I didn't hook this guy up. Okay. Eggs. Snowball 2. There we go. Should see packages coming up. There we go. And now we keep going on the trash cans. Did we not have it? Oh yeah, we do. Now let me clear my inventory. I'm gonna go over here, grab everything I need for the trash cans to set them up. I need a sign, I need you, I need you, I need you. I also need you, which is the list. Need you, 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 and then you. Good, let's go. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Let me know. Oh, also, forgot. Need one of these. And we do. Go this way. That makes the most sense in my opinion. Boom. Boom. Can I make this? Can. Good. Would have been less fun if I couldn't. Like that. So technically, if I put in the filter right here, that's it. That's it. So that's 1. We did this one. Don't think we have one in here. I'm trying to think about where I put these. I have one in here. Oh, I should put one up there as well. I have one in here. Let's do that. Break you. You forgot the sign? Oh, I did forget the sign, yes. I will add the sign later. Do you know if there will be a new member to get back to up to 8, Jojo? I don't think there's going to be new members. We're too far gone into the season. There don't have to be 8 people to play this. Like, I'm not gonna force the guys on the server to play it if they don't want to. So even if only 4 of them run it, that's totally fine. There don't have to be 8. I'm prepared for 8 people, but there don't have to be 8. Also, 8 is just a round number, so that's why I picked it. It's a lot easier to divide stuff by 8, right? Because it's an even number, like a room. It's easier to make a room for 8 people than for 7. It's easier to make 8 compartments fit into a very simple room than 7, because you get weird angles at that point. So that's kind of why I went with 8, not because there need to be 8 people running it. Multiple fours in the cube game. Yeah, exactly. You want to see Foxy do it? No, that's gonna be funny. Are you charging a fee to run? Nope, it's all free. They can do whatever they want. Is a challenger approaching broken? Which one? To add something? To add something to the dungeon? Is that what you're asking? Or to add something? Just ate my points. Huh. Let me see. You wanted to add a challenge, or do you want to? Oh, it did just 8 your. Oh no, it didn't 8 your points. There you go. It just came out very late. Disabled JI for 30 minutes. I hope you remember the recipes. TTS is also not working. I just heard TTS. Good night. Bye bye. Or is it not? I just heard it. Cat guy. Which color do you want? Isn't being broadcast to Twitch? Any color? Huh. Apparently it isn't. Why is that a thing? Oh, that's why. I went live like very. I wasn't planning on going live today, so.
Good night. Bye bye.
There you go. Was that audible for you guys? Can you make some noise in the game? I'm not it's being broadcast either. The game is being broadcast. It's very quiet. Don't want it to overload on the Twitch side. I'll give you the last blue one. Cat. You can have the last blue one. I hear lava, I hear zombies. Yeah, exactly. It's quiet, but it's there. Also, hello, you're anarchist. I don't know if I said hi or not. But hello. Okay, so here we're gonna have to blue more valuable but scarce. Yeah, exactly. Here we're gonna have to do some sneaky. Boom. Just so I can get underneath the chains, otherwise it won't connect. There you go. There's like frog ports everywhere. Eggs, dungeon. In a way, I want to see how many frog ports are in here. I feel like I should know, you know? Set it to 30. Do you. At least two. Yeah, that's actually a good assessment. I think you're spot on with that one. Okay, so that'll do. Picks up. Good. So I did that one, did this one, did that one. Where did I add another one? So I did one here, did one there, did one on that side. Where did I add? I did this one. I think I got 4. And then I want to add one more here. Is there a hole in the ceiling I can sneak through? I want to add one here as well. Maybe we pick up here. Do I have quick access? No, I don't. Okay, never mind. It will have to be... Maybe we do it like right here. Although I don't have that much space to work with. What about this side? Not a lot of space either, but we do have access to that guy, which might be valuable. Right? Because we can do this. Hook up. It's going to be far, but just before the boss room, I think. There is one before the boss room. Yes. I already did that one. Okay, boom. That's good. To send only? No. Why should I? How many hours have you been put? Way too many. uh, way too many. I can set them to send only. I honestly I don't know how many hours, but it's definitely, let's say, an episode. Recording an episode takes me about 20, 30 hours of building. And that's not even figuring things out, like what we do on stream and stuff, right? Um so yeah. We'll 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I set this one to send only as well. Yes, okay. So it's definitely up, like upwards to 100. Maybe not yet 100, but let's just say I've been playing on this. I've been building on this. Yeah, 70% of my time, more than 75%. I think it's closer to 80, I guess. Has been spent. Also, why are you not reloading? Is it because they haven't slept? Hello, Nomad. Welcome in. Thank you for loving the videos. But yeah, it's mostly because I I spend way too much time. I probably should not do this again. Because I also feel like a lot of people don't watch the videos anymore because it's gotten very monotone, right? It's gotten to a point where I do the same stuff basically every video. I don't know if that's the same way that you guys feel about it, but it's kind of what I'm. Also, there for some reason this guy. For some reason this guy is not working. It's not powering that dropper. Maybe it's because the dropper has nothing in it. Read that out of. Okay, so that's those should not be in there. Um, let's load it up. Maybe that's something we do on the server right now. Run the farm a little bit to see if we can fix this or if we can get some more keys because I need more. 6 episodes have been dedicated to the dungeon starting from episode 3. that's that's too much. That's too much. Imagine this being anything else, right? Not a project on a server, right? Imagine you saying, "Oh, in the last couple of months, I spent 230 hours on playing Call of Duty." People would look at you weird. People would look at you as like, "Are you sure that's a good decision?" Yeah, that's right. I watch the vids, not the streams. The only thing would be you're kind of behind if you look at the other. I mean, okay, FS, I see where you're coming with, but also remember, I this is not full time. I have a full time job outside of this, so I need to combine those. Right, I work 8 to 9 hours a day, then I come home and then I make videos. My work schedule, my upload schedule uh is not going to be the same as the other guys that are that are working on this server throughout their day, right? Thank you for the follow. It's not the same. It is what it is. I'd happily upload more if I could, but that's if I want to. Hello, Skeech. Welcome in. How are you doing? These are all spoilers for you, by the way. uh, welcome to your biggest nightmare. No, it's been fun. But yeah, no, upload schedules when you're working full time outside of YouTube is yeah, no. I want to retain quality over quantity, so I'm not uploading as much, but I do want to retain whatever quality I have. Hello, Mama, welcome in. So I think that's um I already know that you lost, Mama, but can you pull up the lottery numbers real quick? Um yeah, so you have 67, 28, 45, 41, and 41 as well. So no winning numbers for you. Impressed you have the energy for it all. I mean, I try to. um, good. I just wanted to say hello and drop a follow, but I don't want any spoilers for tomorrow. I'm off again. Thank you for the follow, dude. Thank you for dropping in. Um, I get that, but the vid together with Chosen was like long ago. But I get it. Working myself, you've got way less time than other people think. Oh, dude, it's crazy. And I already don't sleep as much as I should. Not it's not like I'm working myself sick. I'm actually like keeping up with schedules, but I probably could do it an extra hour or two. Can't win if you don't play. That's true. That is true. Yes. Okay, so those are a thing. I think I'm looking at my list. Um that should be fixed, I think. I'm good. Everything that's orange or that I'm noting down as orange. Maybe I show you this. This is the list of remarks that I have after um after the first run, which is not a lot, by the way. Um, not a lot. More snowballs. So that's technically green. So we can change that. We can set that to green. We added a little bit more snowballs. So those are done. Trash cans are added in, so we can do that. Light up. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do the colors. I like the idea of adding colors. Um, can't wait to see other play. Yeah, I mean it'll definitely be rewarding, but I can just I'll be happy to just go, and do something else, uh, and not have to do dungeon work for a while. It's been fun. I'm still having fun. I'm still having loads of fun actually, but you know it'll be fun. It'll be fun to do something else once in a while. Do that green. The green and the blue are probably going to be the best indicators. The red one, not so much. I don't think the red um is too different. But you can clearly see that that's a crimson pillar, right? Or some. I'm not a proper printer. Yeah, that's true. That's blue. Okay, good. Will you share the plans for after the dungeon is done? I mean, once the world download is out, yeah, you guys can do with it whatever you want. Um, so those are the colors. We can now change, or at least set that to green as well. Oh no, I'm gonna set this to orange and see if it's okay. And I'm gonna wait with like writing off on the colors, the colored light. That is. Is the server still running through at least December season 2 planned? I have no idea about what's planned or how long it's gonna take us. Uh, I mean, what you plan to do after you've finished building it? Oh, I'm moving out of spawn finally. Everyone's been out already set up their bases, uh, and I haven't. A nuclear missile. That's actually good. That's actually a great like painting, like a great way of describing the new base. Yeah. If you ever should chart, if you think you should charge for entry, so you can give a price for the fastest. No, that's not what I'm doing. Nope, not doing it. Clipboard. That's something I just have to do. Clipboard. Okay, I do want to give them a clipboard to like have so that they can make notes. The problem is where. Maybe we do that over here, right? We just add like a. Oh wait, I have an idea. I think I know how to do it. We can add a depot over here, right? And then have it hold like one clipboard. So that they can take a clipboard. Let's do that, right? I'll probably manually fill this because they will only need one. At least that's the hope. But I'll do dropper. Yes. I can't go backwards because of stupid reasons. So I need to go down. We'll do dropper. We'll fill this up with clipboards, which I can go here for. Maybe not. Sure. Wait, what? the entire base is an elevator. It's crazy. Imagine. I mean, there are nuclear atoms, yes, but they're not in the pack. But we'll just have this fill up with clipboards. I think clipboards are in here, right? Are they not? Yeah. Boom. Should be enough. Should be enough for whatever I want to do with it. And then over here, we just add one of you, and then at the start of any run, we're just gonna dispense a clipboard so that they can take notes. They can write down codes. They can write if they don't want to use them, they don't use them, but they can. Okay. Okay. What did I miss? Inspired base and elevator. It is there's a great end on remembering. That's true. I was aware of it. That's true. Why not put a button on the floor right in front? I don't want them to have to press on a button. I want whenever the dungeon is activated, which is when the elevator comes down here, right? When this contact is activated, I want it to just be there, right? I want it to just be there. And then we can, except for your key, right? And then I can add like any clipboard to it. That's easy enough. So that's good. Clipboard. Set that to green as well. Okay, and then witches for some reason. But now that should have been fixed, right? Because now we're good. Good. So that should now dispense. I'll make that instead of 2, I'll set it to 5. Just so we have a little bit more of a backup. These worked. This was broken, so I had to do them manually. So what I'll do now is do that. Mostly so I have a failsafe button if they don't work. Then we reset the code. Do that. Boom. There you go. There we go. That should activate. It's good. It's good. That's good. And then another thing that they said is we need an extra challenge in here. Because for now, it's just the witches. And technically, you cannot die from a witch. Technically. So I was going to add silverfish. The problem with silverfish is that they will break my walls, which I don't want to do. Right? So I think I'm going to add zombies, but on a timer as well. So we're going to do the same setup as we have on at the chicken puzzle. Right, so we're going to do that. Put a block here temporarily. It's just to avoid them having the ability to sit down, really. Sit down, wait for the poison to run out. That's something I want to avoid. We need a rail. Boom. Then we'll do. Which is gonna draw instant damage. Yes, they can, but the chances of that happening are very small. They're very small. So they usually just mostly they throw whatchamacallit, poison. Yeah, but then you still have to get hit by it. They're not doing lingering potions, which is kind of what I'm going for. That, and then it's oak. Just so this is activated, that it doesn't keep on doing its job. So that's 2 minutes, and that's 40 seconds. Okay. 2 minutes. Maybe we do that less, because they're not going to be in here for 2 minutes. Maybe do like 1 minute. Instead of 40 seconds, let's do 20. We'll cut it in half. Maybe 1 minute, 40 seconds. So you get 2 minutes of just of nothing. We need glue. And I need you. Boom. Picked up. Wait, no, it hasn't been picked up. I misplaced everything. Okay. I misplaced everything. That's where that needs to go. Should still work though. Yeah. So. Yeah. Oh, right. No, it doesn't work. Let's move it all one block to the side. One minute. 40 seconds. There we go. So now that's gonna work. And so this is just gonna add an extra level of stuff to the difficulty to this place. I need a zombie spawner. Spawner and then zombies. I've got some backup, so I can just do that really easy in the actual world. Was the issue with contraption fixed? The big one? No. No, I think it's inventory based though. But I yeah, no. Haven't figured it out. Haven't figured it out. Okay, so that is another one we can take off. Again, this is gonna be an orange one. I'm gonna see what the others do tomorrow. So these are things I need to keep my eye on tomorrow. The green ones are changed in this version, not yet on the server, that is. But again, I want to thank NoCraft. I am gonna like mention them in a video. They didn't ask me to do this, by the way. They just said, "Here, try this out," and I said, "Yay! I can test it out now." Okay. I think it's 10:30. I'm gonna be streaming again tomorrow, by the way. No crafts, they're so chill. Also, just imagine what they've done for the actual server. The amount, the amount of things that they've changed and like upgraded us with. It's crazy. Um, and that's basically just because they know a few people. Like they that basically because Foxy and Beauty have been uh, loyal clients of them for a while, which shows loyalty. That's a mosquito, but loyalty does um, prevail. Foxy has a silver tongue. He does kind of. He does kind of. Okay, I made a few edits to what we did on Thursday. So I added a bridge, which I actually really like. Uh, the path is gonna be dark, and then I added some trees and some of these guys, some changes. Um, so that's gonna be kind of the style that I want to go for the entire area. This gives you a pretty good idea of what it's gonna look like, this entire place, right? I also started. You know how I did a concept of that stadium, that arena that we were gonna build, where you can change out the floors. This is gonna be the size of the arena floor. So any games that we're gonna put in here are gonna be this size, and then we'll build up. I don't want to do. Is there anything else? Um, you'll build a railroad. That's the plan. Yes, I'll look into Chosen's railroad, which is right there, and I think I'll just extend either this one and like have it go around over there because that's we can make like two small bridges here, or I'm gonna extend it and go from here, from like that corner, and go right there. It's one of the two. I don't know. But I want to do an arena. I don't want to do a coliseum like a Roman amphitheater though. I need to figure out a way uh, to make an arena. The thing is, how? Maybe we do arena concept art. Let's see. What does Google come back give us? So I don't want to do that because that's gonna be too close to what Legion's doing. Um. That's true. This would kind of be fire if it's like an old like sacred ground. What about Greek amphitheater? It's gonna be too close. The amphitheater is gonna be too close because that's basically half of this, right? Um, like that would be it would be looking like that then, which is not what I want to do. A hench kind of deal would be fire. Yeah. So what we could do technically is build up a like an earthwork mound almost. Hero Zero Horizon Zero Dawn. Horizon Zero Dawn Arena. Images. But that's kind of nice. It's like very rustic, but it's still that it still has that amphitheater. Um, Shakespeare's Old Globe. Oh, that's actually Old Globe. Okay, but that's not all. It's all been renewed. I want the old interior though. So this is what you're saying, right? It's that's a very small image. That's like three balconies, which I kind of like. It also gives you the idea of like it's a very yeah. I know I'm still showing. I don't want to. I don't want to do stuff that like it's three balconies, but it also gives you the idea of a very enclosed arena, which is kind of nice. Um, I would get rid of the podium though. It would just be this ring almost. This actually gives me a great idea of how to build this. This is like okay, I've got all the drawings I need. uh, I've got everything I need. Look at this. Okay, it's a lot of documentation. Yeah, apparently. So that would be. It's not gonna be exact, but that's fine. We'd want this to be what? Let's say like that, 5 wide in the middle, right? And then we have our little seating and a hallway in the back. You could change the we could change that to the entrance to an arena. That's true. The podium to an arena. So let's do 5 over there. Let's do 5 over here. Right? And then we need to do 5 here as well. 5 here as well. Because this is where things are going to get a little more difficult. Right? It's where we the platform has a wing entrance behind behind it anyway. The platform has wing. What do you mean? The platform has wing entrance behind it. Here? I do like the idea of having an emperor box. So instead of having an upper stage, we have like an emperor box that comes out a little bit. Uh, yeah, the wings or what the side of the stage are called behind the curtains. Oh, right. We call that a different. Okay, yeah, right there. Okay, we call that different things, but we could do that. Yeah, I need to figure out this arch. That's that. Let me do 3. Let me take out the middle lines for now, because I do want this to feel as if. So if I do 1, 1, technically we would have to, but I feel like this is gonna be 2. This is what I mean. Technically this is 5 on either side, right? But it's not 5 over here. No, it is 5 over here, but it's too straight. It's not. It's gonna start looking like an octagon more so. So 5 out diagonal, but the diagonal. Okay, here's a funny thing. 5 blocks wide is not the same as 5 blocks diagonal. 5 blocks diagonal are way longer than 5 wide, so it almost would have to be 4. So we would have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and we would have to connect up here. Which is better? It's not perfect yet. I feel like that's gonna be the closest we're gonna get. Right? Pythagoras strikes again. He kind of does, yeah. I feel like that's gonna be the closest we're gonna get. Also, we can't be uh, to. We could also technically change these up to be this, right? So that we do thicken out that arch over there a little bit more. Let me give that a little try. Ooh, I like that the best actually. It does thicken it up a little bit more on that corner, but that's fine. I feel like that's gonna be our saving grace. Feels most elliptical. Yeah, exactly. Okay, and so then we need to figure out the Emperor's box. I feel like that's gonna be either here, right? So either we put the stage in here, or that Emperor box, because this is gonna be the place where we'll have most of the detail work that we can do, or we do it at one of the ends, but then it's gonna be a lot smaller. Yeah, because then they would have to walk less from the city. Uh, yeah, I think I'll put it over here. So that is gonna do what? Okay, so this is gonna be our outer line. We do 3, 3 again. So it's what? It's 3, 3, 2, and then it goes diagonal. Same over here. We extend this, of course. Then we go 3, 3, 2, and then they should line up. Beautiful. Oh, I don't mind doing it manually. It puts it in my brain. And then I can go off it off of my brain. It's fine. It's a good, you know what? It's a good memory, like, test. It's a good way to test your memory. To do stuff like this manually. Boom. We do need a name for it though. For the arena. Or are we gonna call it an arena? I don't think I want to call it an arena. Maybe something with stage in it. I don't want to call it a pit as well. So, the backstory about for the town is that the town is all made up of game makers and designers and tinkerers, and that's basically their entire religion, right? It's making games, making puzzles and stuff, right? So their annual event is almost like the Olympics, but then for games. So the entire year, or for 4 years, people are building games, and then this would be the stage that is used for some of these games, right? So instead of the Emperor box, I feel like that's going to be reserved for the people who have made the stage or who have made the game that they're playing at the moment. Kind of like the Game Master's box. We can add some controls to it as well if we wanted to. We don't need to. They don't need to be functional, but we can add them. But yeah, so we can do that. that would be cut off from the main ring almost. The game board, I like the game board, but it's not gonna be a board really. I don't know. We'll figure out a way. If I don't have inspiration, I'll ask our good old fashioned friend, um, the chat the GPT to give me a list of ideas. I kind of want to give this push. I know this is not how the globe is, but I kind of want to push this back and make it even. The ring would be cool. Just call it the ring for short. Then we give it a really long name, but then just give it like a short. The tabletop. Ooh, I like that. But then that would be like the short name. People would call it the tabletop, even though it's got like this long, long drawn out name. People would just call it the tabletop. I like that. I like that. Looks like a power icon. It kind of does. Kind of also just look like a ring with a gemstone in it. um, well, I like the shape though, and I like the idea of having the globe, like the inspiration for the globe. I'm probably gonna do something entirely different, um, than clay and wood. I kind of want to keep it in that white-ish or whitewashed kind of feel, with some copper in it as well. At least that's the plan. How tall would I want the first floor to be? Like 4, maybe 5 blocks? I feel like that's a good height for a floor, right? Given that these will probably be panels instead of, because people are going to stand here to look at the game, right? To look at the game that's going on, people are going to stand here, right? So that probably be a good height. Is there a particular culture is themed around mother tongue? So I was gonna go Greek. I was gonna go Greek because one, I know a lot about Greek culture and Greek history and Greek, like mythology and stuff. Um, but then I thought games are not. It's not like, okay, we've got Olympia and like the whole story behind the Olympic Games, which is fun. But games are not necessarily Greek. Great games are a thing in all cultures. There were mass game events in Asia as well, like football probably originated, like the way that we play it these days probably originated somewhere in Asia. Although football has a lot of different origins, and it also depends on what style of football we're talking about. But the Chinese had a very similar game of football than what we have these days. Uh, France, loads of games. Um, Arabia, like the northern, um, the northern part of Africa, or like Saudi Arabia, those areas. Also, loads of games came from there. Chess probably originated somewhere over there. Although the oldest sets are something that they've. I think the oldest set that they found was Nordic, or like England, somewhere over there. I don't know. I probably bullshitting it out of my ass, but um, but ancient Greece, games were this shit. It was a livelihood. Uh, but because it's such a almost a normal thing for whatever people had extra time and money, they would go either brothels, alcohol, or games. One of the three. Two of those I don't want to introduce to the server. Not something I want to do. The Holy Trinity. Yeah, exactly. So what I've done, what I've done, I asked, because we already know we want to build a temple hill, right? Some kind of temple hill, um, on the mountain, right? We already like that hill. We want it to be like some kind of sacred grounds, temple hill kind of thing. Um, and I've asked ChatGPT to give me their interpretation of, or an inspirational, like a concept art of a temple hill with temples of all kinds of uh, cultures, not just Greek. Honestly, I even told it to just no Greek, no Greek temples, no Roman temples, because that's what we're used to, right? And those are also very easy to build. But this is what it came up with, which is, I like the look of this, right? Of course, I'm gonna add some Greek temples in there because we can. I might actually ask a Legion to build one, a Roman one that is. Uh, but I like the view of this because it adds your Aztec kind of style. You've got a lot of these Indian style pagodas almost, right? You've got that Ming uh, dynasty kind of, um, what are they called? This has a a like a particular, this style roof has particular name, but you've also got like Buddhist temples in there. So it's I like the idea of adding, just taking different, how do I say this, different architectural elements of certain temples and just mashing them together, right? uh Looks like the planet Luke was hiding on, newer Star film. I don't know, maybe. I haven't seen it. But I want to like mash all the architecture. That's such a hard word. Is that hard word for you guys as well? Architectures from different cultures together. That's the plan. So, do I have an idea of what culture this is themed on? No, because it's themed on all of them. It's themed on all of them. But I would say, so. The thing is, I've got a backstory. I've got like, I always have a sort of backstory in my brain when I build stuff, and then it's a polytheistic culture, so it's not like it's like one god to rule them all. I would much rather pick a polytheistic because it's way easier to explain certain things with polytheistic cultures than to say, oh, this one guy did it all, dude. I like this height though. It's a good height. So that would be floor one. Then we have a second floor. I feel like that one should be, so that's floor, meaning we need 1, 2, 3, 4, and a fifth. Um, Polytheism is a staple in most fan. Yeah, because it's easy. It it's easy and it allows you to add another level um of culture differences between races. Um, which is good. It's fine. It's good. um, that would be that, and then we would have another rail here. I kind of want to make this smaller, like it's almost like, oh, you can sit here, but you're rechecked, right? These are the bed seats on the top level. But that seems like a good height, right? And then I want the game box. Maybe this comes out too far. Although maybe not. Because I want this to come out like that. I want the bottom to be flush. Like, I want this to be a full diameter. That means that people will be sitting or standing here if they wanted to, so that they can see everything. And then if you want to go full on almost steampunky, we could do, you can make it so that this is our support, and then we go I wouldn't do glass, because glass is not a supportive material for ages after it was invented. But we could do a somewhat like a graded box. Let's see, let's give this a wall. This is, all of this is concept, right? This is not going to be final design in any way, shape, or form. But I do think that this might be a good call. Right? Because then these are not in the way, which is fine. Still looks supported. Maybe we added a third one. Is there? Yeah, we can add a third one. Boom. And then we can add a door or a doorway over here. And a doorway over here if you wanted to. Maybe a girder in the middle, not more chutes. What do you mean a girder in the middle? Like this? Like flush with the floor? Yeah, but you can't really do that because you see how those are. Like, you could do that, but that is not supporting anything, right? You could do this, but then you have to like make your floor. I mean, it'd be cool if you just do that. Just have it up a bit on either side. That's fine. I don't know if I like it though. Placing seats will be harder. That's why I want to keep the outer rings. So first of all, the outer rings are still flush, right? We can still put a seat on this if we wanted to. Or seats. We can still put seats, like right here. That's fine. I also don't know if I want to put seats here or I want to put the seats back here. Right? Because that makes more sense, in my opinion. Having the seats here, they can still see the entire thing, but if they want to get a better view, they can walk up. No? Is that not the better idea? Yeah, the seats recessed would make the most sense in my opinion. I mean, the thing is, we can still use the fact that this is blocked down to add our our whatchamacallit. What are they called? Like the roof. It's not. It's like a tent roof. The tarp. Is that what a tarp? What I call it? A tarp? Probably right. Canopy. Is it a canopy? A pavilion. That's what we're. That's the word I'm looking for. Pavilion. But yeah, the pavilion. And so we can add. This is probably one of the best items for a decorative reason that this mod adds. I know you can't place stuff on it, but look at, dude. Just purely decorative. So much better. Okay, so we do have. I probably am gonna recess these. That, but that already better, a lot better, and then we can technically make it a little more supported by adding these. Another one in the middle, which makes sense. I guess my issue with the seeds being back in the box. Wait, in a is that the box isn't all that different from the upside, same spot. They won't be in the same spot though. Also, these would be like the fancy seats with like leather, like these would be the fancy seats, right? Where people get food. This will all be inside. This will be like an entire room. Whereas the other one is just going to be like a standing spot. There's not going to be seats over here. It's just going to be standing. And like over here, if they're playing down there, you don't see thing. If you stand here, you can see what's going on below you as well. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so that's that. So this would be an entire wall then. And then we don't have anything up here, obviously. So we don't have seats up here. Let me take a look at the globe again. So, oh, okay. So the roof comes out. It's not a pavilion, which I actually like. So this would be, instead of that, we could have like an actual roof on here. Which is actually quite nice. And that's the tallest point. Because I want to add another level. Maybe we just make this super high. Does that make, that's what they did over here. Right? So instead of this being the end of it, we make this go up real high. And then we can still have our pavilion, right? And we just add like 2 windows over here. Would that make sense or no? I'm trying to think about this. So we would have, I'm just using random blocks right now. It's purely for shape. So don't think about colors, don't think about texture, about anything. Just think about the shape. And then we're gonna round it off a little more. Like, I mean, it looks decent. I just feel like this is in the way. Kind of steep. We can round it off a little more if you wanted to. Maybe add. I mean, it doesn't look bad. We can add these as like supports to the back. It doesn't look bad. That's for sure. Does it look good? Is the question. I want to feel like these supports in the middle and the sides have been added after it was built for support. That's kind of why they're in a weird place. That's my reasoning. Wand. I want to get an entire wall in here so I can see it. Slash replace purple bowl, no, air with purple. I think the shape is good. Maybe take 2 slabs to the side of the top, like right here. Here? No, that's gonna be too weird. I feel like that's good. What time is it? 11? I feel like that's good. But now the only problem is if I do want to add a canopy to this, is that we can't really use these corners, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Just kind of, it's gonna, although maybe, no, I kind of like it. It makes it feel like it's been draped over an existing structure, right? Kind of like it. It gets rid of the windows, but the windows are not there for, the windows are mostly for us to get some light in here. Okay. Okay, I'm not mad about it. 3. And then this is our top layer, which means these are gonna line up perfectly to give us that same. I'll probably use a different slope up there. Maybe we use slabs up here, so we can change this guy up for that. Right? Again, I want to get a feel for the shape. So I'm just going to do the first bit of the wing on all of these and get like a feel for what it's actually supposed to look like or what dimensions we're going to get. Again, we go here, 2, 3. I might just bring the overhang. Wait, what? Off for the other walls. What overhang? This overhang? I mean, we're gonna go up, right? I feel like that's more. You know what? Let me get this in first, and then we'll see what a result is. Because then we can start A/B testing. IX, what are you building? We're building a game arena for our next for main base, uh, which this is all like concept. There's no real like um, this is not the final product at all. I just want to get a feel of what we can make it look like. But I feel adding in the floors, adding in a back wall will give us a lot more depth. So we can see the shape a little more. Wait a minute. These need to be the other way around. This goes on the outside. Still trying to figure out a longer name. I mean, it doesn't have to be tabletop related. The name could just be like the common people could just call it the tabletop. It doesn't have to be necessarily a longer name for the tabletop. It doesn't have to like directly correlate with each other. Okay, so again, we're working with shapes. Don't look at the rest of this build. Just trying out shapes. You don't use symmetry one? No, because technically I don't like symmetry. In this case, that doesn't really matter that much because it's all one color. But when I'm texturing builds or when I'm building builds, I don't like symmetry all that much, so I tend to avoid using it. I feel like using the symmetry one gives you, I don't know, it's too monotone. And I know y'all don't see it, but I see it, and that's the problem. Is that I see it. I just want to see what this shape gives us. I think, you know what I honestly might actually try and do is instead of using a full slab, because I feel like you take so much pride in your work. I mean, not so much pride, it's just like, if you want to do it, just do it the way you wanted to do it, right? So we did that, and then this is the beauty of copycat blocks. Just having that half block might actually look better than a full slab. I do quite like it. I like the setup. And then we'll have like a pillar every now and then. We'll have like probably not girders, but like we'll have, and maybe not, maybe set them back one. You know what we can try? You know what we can try, chat? What if we try this? Boom. And then we grab copycat beams as I don't like how they're. I like the color. I don't like how they're connecting. But that, and then imagine that all the purple is a limestone based block. We have copper railings on it. And then a nice spruce roof. That's gonna be nice. I feel like this is gonna be great. The outside is gonna be really flat, but we can fix that with like windows and stuff. This doesn't have to be a functional building. It just has to. We do need staircases though. You know what? We can put staircases on the outside. Like on here, we can put a staircase here, staircase there, staircase on that side as well. But I feel like this is a good concept for our build. Copper bars or copper crate railing. I don't know. I think the grate because then I can play with oxidation, which I cannot do with the copper bars. Um, right? I feel like that's. Come on, stop. That's a given. I'm gonna put in an earbud real quick because it's nearly midnight and I still haven't done my Duolingo. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce your name. I also don't know how to read that. So, like the rules say, or just as the rules say, I would ask you to keep chatting English, please. I would ask you to keep chatting English. I'm just gonna while we talk about this, give me more ideas, chat. Give me more ideas. While we talk about that, I'm gonna do my Duolingo. uh, 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 I'm gonna be quick. I'm gonna be quick. Wait, what? Okay, wait. So in performing arts, there's kind of a stage used on Broadway and the West. It's called a turntable. It's kind of circle dynamic one or tracked musical and a cool one. In what way? Wait, what? What way? Does it actually just turn? Does it actually just turn? It can turn, rise, up different sections, fits together like a puzzle. Oh, I think I know what you mean. We have a similar thing. There was this 19 musical. It was a musical. Is there like they're like clips? I'm not gonna show you like uh show like the music and stuff. But there was a musical where, and they actually like they it's pretty crazy. They've got like it's about the Second World War, right? Obviously, I live in a country that was highly affected by it. Uh, but you've also got the 18, is it 1918? No, it's 1418 musical. Um, where they actually just ride horses through through the entire thing, which is crazy, by the way. Uh, Look at it. It's crazy, right? Uh, it's it's pretty cool. So the entire stage constantly moves, but they also just ride horses through the seats from the spectators. Um, Wait, let me look. Need to finish this, so give me a second. Yeah, I brought this up because the first stages were like that. Uh, so maybe the official tabletop name of tabletop could be that. Could be a what? Could be turntable. I mean, maybe. Um, Maybe. Oh, Maori Butai. I feel like I would just mispronounce that a lot. Fair enough. That's why I should only tabletop through uh this year. There, uh, there are various. When did you start studying? When did you start studying abroad? This is the most boring Minecraft stream because I'm just doing Duolingo. Uh, Wait, what? The What language? I'm trying Korean. It's not working. Um, what do you mean? Duolingo Minecraft is great. So and that lived in Seoul. Yeah, it's I. One day I want to go, but I also want to be able to tell people I will die if I eat eggs. So I also I like eggs is allergic to exactly. I also like Korean baseball for some reason. So I want to be able to watch a baseball game, and I don't need to understand everything, right? But I want to be able to understand most of it. Or like I want to be able to get a general idea of what they're saying, right? Just learn a number and team. I know the numbers, I know the team names, that's fine. But like I want to be able to to kind of figure out strategies and stuff. If they talk about certain plays, about certain just day to day things in a commentary, I want to be able to kind of get the entire picture, right? Conversational flow. Not even conversational. I want to be able. Just want to be able to listen and understand most of it, right? That's kind of cat guy says hi. Broke is only temporary. Poor is a state of mind. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Wait. Allergic reaction. Also, what happened to the other? So, it's not so much uh, that there's 98 of me. There's 98 ones that I know of that I will kill, that I will get rid of. Right. That's my tally number. That's how many I've gotten already. If I get more, it'll be 99. And if I get one more than that, it'll be X 100. Let's go to in August. Challenge. Kill. Kill How am I gonna do that? Kill the 99 egg. How am I? What kind of egg are we killing then? I can't do a real egg because I will die. We could do we could do a stream where it's like I don't know. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Turtle eggs. We could do turtle eggs. 99 turtle eggs. Okay, is it good that I picked an orange ball for it? Is it good that I picked an orange ball? I also look at this. I'm running low on. People are gonna have to start freaking getting me challenges. because otherwise I'm gonna be out of balls. I'm gonna be out of capsules. What sort of challenge do you want? No. So Rachel, you know how people can add challenges? I'll show you in a second. I need to finish Duolingo first. Give me 2 more seconds. Uh, time is is it? Wait. Don't let the outcast, dude. I'm at 700 and a bit. I don't want to lose it. Also, never do Duolingo online on stream because you can't focus. My son is learning Russian at school, and my daughter is Japanese. Ooh, interesting. That's makes sense actually. It took 3.5 years of German, but most of the active vocab is gone. Pretty passive vocab. Yeah, I want to get to a point where I've got like uh uh passive, where I can just passively listen to conversations. Right? I don't really wanna talk or anything. Don't think I'm going to go to Korea anytime soon. But I want to be able to listen passively to like a baseball match or anything else Korean. They both speak Polish as well. Those are Russian and Japanese. Or like Russian is a good language to learn. Japanese, I think as well. Definitely if you're in um like tourism. I feel like no, Japanese is the worst for tourism. Japanese people don't go on holidays. That's like Chinese, like Mandarin would be good for a tourism um job. But yeah, no, Russian is a good language to learn. Let me show you what you can do with the challenges. So you guys have been adding challenges in these little balls, right? I only speak English. I speak like I'm fluent in 2 languages, but I can get myself around in French, and I my German is I could probably get around in German as well. It wouldn't be pretty, but I make it work. Oh, that's the wrong. Well, no, it's not the wrong one. There we go. Hello, chat. How are you doing? This is a different angle. You're not getting that anytime. Yeah, I know there's an echo. That's why I wanted to avoid it. Hello, chat. It's me, chat. It's me. How are you doing? Up the nose. You're French? Hello, French. I'm eggs. Now, so what you've been doing is you've been adding challenges to this. for all the challenges. So for 500 bits, for 500 bits, I have to do one of those. I have to do one of those challenges, right? It's gonna be a while before you get to me. I mean, I mix them up once in a while. I mix them up once in a while. It's a gachapon, so it is just a gumball machine. But yeah, that's it. I'll start popping challenges soon. I'll have an empty 20p sweet. Don't know what to do with it. That's what I did with mine. That's what I would did. No, I bought it just for that reason. I need to change out the drum because right now it's not perfect for those capsules. It's made for like it was a bird feeder machine, so it was made to sit outside of a pub next to a lake, and it had like not kibble but like pallet feed in it. Um, and so you could do like 50 cents, and you'd get a handful of pallets that you could send to the ducks in the water. Um, so the drum itself is pretty deep, and so it houses it could technically it fits like 1 and 80% of another capsule. So if you have a capsule, let me get one. Let me get two. Green one. It wasn't bird seed as much as it was pellets. Um, you know the pellets that you like. But so in the drum, it has two balls, right? Two capsules, and so they can fit in the drum, but then it's a little too tall to really get it to rotate. So I need to like either shave down the drum, or I need to add a locking mechanism, like a hinging mechanism that pushes up the balls just enough so it doesn't drop in another one, but still is able to fall out. Um, so yeah, that's. You can only wear armor from mobs. That's a good one. I like it. I like it. Let's put that in the yellow ball that I'm holding. These were cheap. Like I got an entire jar for like $5, and we've already gone through the entire thing. Get bigger balls. See, I would. I honestly would. But the way the drum is the way the drum is. Let me. I could take it apart, but then I would have to clear out all the balls. It's thinner than it's tall. Yes, it is. So I was my initial idea was uh to print a new drum, to just take the dimensions of the drum and print a new one specifically for those capsules. Um, like a two-part drum, one that's fixed, one that rotates. Um, that was one plan, or that was the plan. Um, but yeah. So if we look at the drum, no, there we go. Saved it. So the drum itself has come on has three compartments. So it's like that one, that one, that one, and the rest is like filled in, right? This is full plastic, full plastic, full plastic. Boom. And our what printer do you have? I don't have one. I don't, but I do have. We have some at school, which I probably would be able to use if I get a model made. And so the capsule is like it's just barely big enough to fit into one of these slots. But the drum itself, right? If this is like our drum, boom, it's a very bad drum. I'm not good at drawing. Wee. But you know what I'm saying, right? Drum. The drum itself, the inner pocket can house like a ball right here, and then the other one comes just over the top of that one. Whereas so that it can't really rotate perfectly. Will you do the challenges? What I mean, Rachel, if you have 500 bits, now's the moment. If you have 500 bits, that's it. You donate 500 bits, and we have to do it. Not that hard. We have to do one. But so that's the problem. It's one ball is too little. Two balls is a little bit too much. I could say it in the window with the description of its depth. Yeah, so one ball is too little. Two is a bit too much. Two balls won't fit. It. I'd go. I'd go the DR. What? So my idea was, if I, if you have a drum, let's say we make a new drum. Boom. New drum. How do I donate my bits? You donate them. So let me little pop out chat. Let's do a little class in Twitch etiquette. So this is your Twitch chat, right? You have bits and channel points. Channel points are your channel points. Bits is this, but you can also just do cheer. Oh, come on. Cheer 500. That's also something you can do. It has to be capital C, cheer. But if you do here, you can go, I think it's if you click on bits. Is it not? That's 50. That's not 500. But thank you for the 50 though. Wait, you used to be able to do it over here, but apparently you can't anymore. Rewards? Yeah, but I can't set custom. Oh, there we go. There you go. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready for it. Okay. Rachel, you've done it now. I'm gonna go and get I'm gonna put this one in there in the top, and then we could probably film this, right? Can I switch cameras? Is that gonna look good? Does that look good, chat? Does it look good? Don't look at my dirty desk. Don't look at my dirty desk. You need a ladle to start with the balls? Maybe. Maybe I'll add another channel point so that you kind of have to.
That desk is dirty.
It is dirty. I know. So, you know what, chat? I'm going to save this one for tomorrow because I'm not going to be doing any Minecraft anymore. So, I will be saving this one, Rachel, for tomorrow. And you can hold me to it. But the challenge says you can only use a hoe when doing anything. The rule is if there's no time indication, it's 30 minutes. So right now, right now there's no time indication on this challenge. So we'll do this for 30 minutes next stream. That means every time I need to use a tool, right, a pickaxe, a pickaxe or a shovel or whatever, I need to be using a hoe. It's gotta be annoying, but sure. Uh, first 30 minutes that we're playing Minecraft of next stream, we'll do that. Uh, and that also means that the first 30 minutes is going to be on the server then. Rest in beans, eggs is block. What's that? No wrench either. No wrench either. Everything needs to go. See that thing is. The thing is, if I break something with a hoe that you shouldn't be breaking with a hoe, I'm not gonna get it back. That's gonna be the problem. Yeah, Mama, you do have an inverted mouse in there for 30 minutes. Uh, there's also no flying in there. Um, I have to. There's one that rebinds all of my keys, like my walking and strafing as well. Um, it's gonna be. I mean, I do need a lot of leaves for future projects, so I might actually just go leave. I might just go leaf gathering tomorrow. Rest in beans, yeah. Rest in peace. Exactly. I I can't wait until they let us do custom power ups. Because I can make these are all custom, right? I made these, but I want to make I didn't make these. I want to make custom ones so that people don't have to go cheer 500, right? So that they could just go to the menu and challenge me, right? That's what I want from Twitch. Twitch, if you're listening, make it happen. Do you want to do a double challenge? It's never going to be a double challenge. Also, you should, I think. I mean, the good thing is tomorrow you'll have an extra challenge, but uh, you should not be seeing the challenge anymore, or you shouldn't be able to do the challenge anymore. I think I set it to. Is it just cheering 500 bits? Is there a specific option? No, it's just 500 bits. Every time you do 500 bits, I think it's only set to one though. Let me check. I think I only set it to once. What are the rules about 1K mining? Start mining. Oh, I'm gonna tell you that in a minute. Let me see. Where did I set that up? No, no. Where did I do? Oh, here, bitwards. Oh, it's not. You can do that. Oh, that's not good. I'll fix that. We should. This should only happen once a stream. Uh, just for the record, you're my favorite. Favorite is a big word. Don't say favorite. Don't call me. Sorry. Don't call me your favorite. I don't like it. But I do like that you like me. Um, but I feel like favorite is such a big word. So, what are the rules about mining? If you start mining, right? Yeah, we're doing this because as soon as you start a whole challenge, it'd be hilarious if somebody say to start mining something. Okay, no, that's not what that is. It's basically a chat game that we do in chat, right? Uh, so what it does, what mining does, is there is a list somewhere on my computer. There's a list with lots of blocks on it, from oak to stone to, this is how I spell stone in really small letters, to obsidian, right? And so on, right? Every block on that list has a different amount of hits it needs to take to mine. Like oak would be like 2, obsidian would be like 8, and so on and so on, right? So the moment you start mining, we'll get a message in chat that says something along the line, uh, da 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 da, a new block has spawned. Start mining this oak block or something, right? And then you'll see another channel point, which is not there right now, but you'll see another channel point in here that says mine a block, and then you guys as chat, as a complete hive mind of chat, have to start mining blocks, right? So if you mine a block, you'll get a message. Great, you've mined a block, right? If you break a block, you'll get a message. Oh, you've broken a block. A new block has spawned. This time it's obsidian, and then you guys know, okay, obsidian is down the list, so that's gonna take more mining times to mine it. And the goal of the little game is, one, chat interaction, because the more you guys do channel points, the more interaction I get on the stream, but also to keep you guys engaged in chat. It's to give you guys something to do while I do stupid stuff. But that's the game. The minor block thing is on a random timer, so pricey slicey. That exactly what it does. It takes, let's say that a channel point is 1,000 bits. Those are not sixes; those are zeros. Oh, no. Let's say a channel point is 1,000 channel points. Pricey Slicey takes it down to, if you're a sub, so for instance for Rachel, it would take it down to 50%. Then everyone has the channel point for 500 bits, or for 500 channel points. If you're not a sub and you do Pricey Slicey, it'll take it down to 60%. So it'll be, instead of 500, it'll be no, not 60%. It'll take away 25%. So it'll be 75. So it's just basically a way to get a discount on channel points. So if one person does that, everyone gets the discount for a random time. It's somewhere between 2 minutes and 10 minutes that you'll get a discount. That's what Price is Slice. Any other channel points that you guys want to know, or what they do? Feel like, yeah. I mean, roaster streamer, pretty obvious. Throw an egg. I need to fix that. Um, um, totally unrelated. Thanks for the mention of the Anywhere USB. Did you look up what it actually does, like before you bought them? Because they're not. Uh, there you go. That's Gen Z POV. It's pretty obvious what it is. Uh, question answered. There you go. Uh, but yeah, no, that's good. The USB is actually pretty cool. The USB thing. It's Let me know what you guys do with it. I want to know what you guys are doing with it. Challenger, which is what prompted me to. There you go. Give me your hat is also pretty obvious. It's gonna give me a hat, a random hat. This one, everyone knows what it does. This one, everyone knows what it is. I think that's about it. I want to add more though. What's TTS? Text to speech. So if you do, this is a test message.
This is a test message.
There you go. Text to speech. Throw an egg. It's broken, but I can show you what it does. Oh, it did almost a little bit. There you go. I'm broken now. Now I'm a chicken. Now I'm a chicken. You throw an egg. That's what we do. Um, it's a 50-50% chance to give you a chicken or just me. You know what I'm gonna do? Now that we're just going over channel points, I'm gonna fix that. We don't want to save that. I'm gonna fix the chicken one by taking a screenshot of a very simple like Minecraft uh um landscape, right? Oh, dude, I've only done one D&D campaign, and I wasn't. I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea. But if you describe some, maybe we can look some up later. But if you describe some, I'll tell you which one. In the studio mode, screen cap. Mm, You're gonna see me double for a little bit, but that's fine. I can live with that. Um, Egg or no egg. So this has our scroller in here, which does not work. I'm gonna get rid of that. Beholders are classic. I need to like look it up. Gonna get rid of that. We're gonna add a new media source. Gonna call it egg backdrop. Okay. Documents. No. Screenshots. Screen there. No, that's resource packs. Screenshots. Also, those are not screenshots. Hello. Did I do media or? Oh, I did do media. Never mind. It needs to be an image. Uh, Fiendish elephants that breathe poison. That's actually cool. Somehow you have more viewers now. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, yeah, a lot of people don't like it when you work with a lot of wool. And this is I don't know. This is behind the scenes. This is what eggs does when he's not doing eggs things. Um, egg backdrop, big drop. There we go. Browse. Take our image. Just a classic Minecraft image. Boom. I'm gonna make this smaller so I can actually see what I'm doing. We are gonna resize this to be a little bigger than we actually want it to be, because we're gonna put some movement on here. We're gonna put some movement on here. So, we want a move filter. X switches off screen, that's fine. Room on side, that's fine, fine, fine. X side scroller. Okay, so it's all fine. We're gonna add a move source. We're gonna call this backdrop slide. No, backdrop rest. Okay, which is gonna be our position of our egg backdrop source. Great, that's the one that we want. We're gonna do get transform, and that's gonna be that. Then duplicate it, and then we're gonna call this slide. Right, and then we're gonna take this source, just move it over here. Boom. Get transform, which means now we have that and we have that. See how that moves? How that backdrop moves? We can turn all of this off, turn new on, rest, slide. It's really fast, but we want this to be slow. We want it to be real slow. So we are going to up this with a lot. So this is a reset. Maybe a bit faster. Let's do reset. Let's make it 1200. Feel like that might be okay. And then we have to go in here. Throw an egg. We go. Now I need to double check, right? So this could technically be always on, right? Source variable over here. Chicken or no chicken. I do need to check if what that does. Camera stack. Okay. Then we need to go to chicken or no chicken. Which should be somewhere in here. Chicken game. Chicken cam is, that's the camera. This is where everything happens. You see? So F of screen visible source. Play. Okay. Place on this one. Right here, we want to change this into. So we're gonna do OBS sources, no, scenes, set scene filter state. How many eggs does it take to hatch a hamster? Oh, a lot. So we're gonna do, that's fine. We want to go into our chicken, or no chicken. Is that what it's called? Somewhere in here, for sure. Egg or no egg. That's it. We want to do backdrop slide visible. Backdrop scroller visible, and then I want to disable that one. Did you know? I did know that, yes. Okay, so now I'm going to go into cam, which is our main camera. I'm going to trigger it again so we can see if it now works or if I missed something. Throw an egg. It's oh, we need to start the filter. That's already better, right? It did not start the filter though. Why? Why did that not work? Oh, it did, but it's not. Make that 800. Also, it didn't return to normal after throw. You're still full screen. I know. I still am full screen. That's normal. Um, that's normal. Source. No, scene, filter state. Okay, so for some reason that didn't work at all. Okay, so that first will be used for central sign-in key, dongle, servers. The people will still have dongle. That's actually smart. Actually smart. It's not moving. It is moving. It's just doing it very late. Again, see, it's okay. We need a delay on it. Okay. We need a start delay of at least, let's try 200 milliseconds. Let's try 200 milliseconds. See if that works. Um, no. Okay. It needs to be way longer. I'm a chicken. I'm a chicken. Okay. That's better, but then this needs to be way longer. So is the 500 share? It's supposed to be one per stream, yes, but I still need to set that up. Okay, better. I would say that's better. It's not great. Let's make it 8,000. I say that's good. I say that's a good one. Right? Yeah. What do we think? Look cool or not? Or do you want to see it again? Okay. let's go back in here. Um, so I can fix that channel point then. That action action state challenge me to disabled. Good. So now that should disable it, and then I need to add what time tomorrow? Um, I'm gonna start. So tomorrow I'm gonna start at normal time, 7:30 my time. So that's Central European time, 7:30 p.m. Not in the morning. uh, challenge activate Q. And then this is gonna go custom core started or actions set action state challenge me to enabled. Okay, so technically this is just gonna be a test, right? It's gonna start the animations. It's gonna change the colors behind me. Um, it's gonna do everything it needs to do. Did anyone notice that the colors changed? I got a little more cool roses. And then we should see that when it ends, this one is now disabled. And then when I start StreamerBot, this program, it's gonna reactivate it. So now it's only one time per stream. Good. That's it. That's it. That's all there is to it. Dude, this program, if you're ever thinking of getting into a stream, right, or getting into streaming, I highly advise you to learn how to work with StreamerBot. It does so much. It can do so much for you, and it's not not even these like big animations, right? It like simple stuff like an alert, a pop-up alert. Is this available for Linux? Oh, maybe. Let me check. Streamer.bot. I know they're having trouble with Mac OS. Um, don't know if it's available for Linux. Uh, no, I can use Proton or want to use it. Probably. No, so they've got experimental versions for Linux and macOS, but they're not officially supported. Uh, yeah. The thing is, with this, it's all locally. So all your files, all your stuff is local on your computer. It's one. So you don't have to rely on third party servers if it's down. If those are down, You're kind of stuck with your alerts. And then you've got it's just whatever you can do here, and with OBS you can do, and it's pretty cool. And like you can do a lot with OBS. Learn what OBS does. Don't do what I do and create hundreds of scenes. Uh, kind of do have to, but learn what OBS does. Learn how to work with OBS properly, and then learn how to work with Streamlabs, and you're good to go. And we're not Streamlabs OBS, because that's gonna limit you again. Streamlabs is great for people who just want to stream, have simple alerts, and that's it. But if you want to do more, like use filters and effects, you can't do that in Streamlabs. Like stuff like, I don't know. There's so much you can't do. Uh, what's a good one? What's a good what feels like the moving, like having things move, you can't do in Streamlabs. Uh, you can't use the only real effect that you can use, as far as I know, is like a green screen effect, and that's not gonna do it for most people. If you want to get into a more refined stream, I need to work on my layout though. I'm gonna go off to do it, dude. I was just thinking the same. I'm gonna end stream right here because I need to do some other stuff. Also, it's past midnight and I don't want to keep my neighbors up. So I'm gonna end stream right here. I'm not gonna even raid into people. So I wish you all the best. I will see you all tomorrow, and yeah, have a great night. Bye.